The Ferrari F2004 requires very little introduction, but I'm going to do it anyways. The car was the final stamp on the Ferrari and Michael Schumacher era of dominance during the early 2000s. This car's DNA, though, is directly traceable to the F2002, which obviously was the 2002 car. Despite lacking in power, the Ferrari was blatantly more aerodynamically advanced as well as versatile, not to mention the fact Bridgestone worked in conjunction with Ferrari directly to make tires specifically for the F2002, and anyone using a Ferrari engine. McLaren and Williams, McLaren in particular here, spent all of 02 through 04 being faster on the straights and sometimes even just faster overall, but also spent a lot of their time literally just exploding. Not to mention that the extremely odd Michelin versus Bridgestone rule set meant that Ferrari's top competitors were simply always on inferior tires. We saw the championship close up in 2003, but Michael, being Michael, still clinched it away from the up-and-coming Kimi Räikkönen. So there it is, McLaren's all set to take on Ferrari in 04, and then naturally went on to retire 7 out of the 8 first races, so that was that. And Ferrari, having solved some of the tire degradation issues found in the F2003 and significantly increased their already formidable reliability, meant that Michael Schumacher and Ferrari easily won both championships. Nobody stood a chance. Although it is always really funny to look at the standings and see Jensen and Fernando just sitting there, menacingly. Here we are at the Las Vegas Grand Prix street circuit, in the Ferrari F2004. Now, you'll notice, yeah, I definitely applied a setup on this, and the only reason I did that is because I was way off the pace of the 2023 hybrid car, but I realized the only reason I was off the pace was because my throttle wasn't registering all the way. My G29 is getting kind of old, so probably going to have to upgrade soon. But anyways, if you can't look at the lap time there, that is 3 seconds faster than I did in the Formula Hybrid 2023, which isn't really too surprising. The 2004 car, you could just brake so much later than these fat hybrid cars. Like, for instance, through here, the car just feels so much easier to drive, and obviously the hard braking on those 90-degree turns, like, for instance, the one down here and then the one on the back straight. I mean, you could just really keep your speed going for significantly longer, and I think that really makes the lap time like so much quicker. So I'll continue to build my speed, but again, 1:36.3 was my time in the Formula Hybrid 2023. Obviously, it's only worth it to compare the lap times to my own lap times. So yeah, this car is blatantly faster. Didn't expect that when I went into this, but again, I did tweak this setup a lot. Because, of course, I had that throttle pedal issue, and I did not touch the setup on the Formula Hybrid car. So, that's definitely something to keep in mind, but here we go. I'm going to keep building some speed and try and go as fast as I can for you guys. Whew, okay, that was a battle. So this car is DLC, obviously, but if you guys own it, go try this. That was a lot of fun. That was pretty challenging, because obviously there's a lot of 90-degree turns, no ABS, so yikes, yeah, a lot of failed attempts on that one for sure. That was a lot of fun. Wow, I really got to 132. I really made a hash of that first turn. I was pretty sure that the lap was over at that first turn, but I mean, yeah, I guess I stuck with it, and then eventually the lap just came to me. Funny enough, that's exactly what happened to Charles Leclerc. He did his Tokyo drift in the first turn, but then the rest of the lap was brilliant in 2023, and he just did a wonderful qualifying lap that I've been following religiously ever since making these videos. That was a lot of fun. Again, try this out for yourselves if you have the F2004 car, and of course I'll link the Las Vegas GP track that I'm using in the description below as well, and let me know what lap times you guys get. And oh yeah, I'll put the setup. The setup is nothing too special, but I'll put the setup in the description as well if you guys are interested. I'm sure there's a better setup. There's definitely more time to be made here. You might even crack a 1 minute 30 as I run out of fuel. So that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ferrari F2004 at Las Vegas GP forever.